Today we're going to change out the front gear oil in this BMW X5. Let's get started. Pushing your jack underneath here on the passenger side. If you look, there's a little jack pad here. Mine's a little cookered, but right there like that. And all you want to do is make sure that the plate of your jack actually lines up with it. And then you can start lifting up the rig. So here I put the car down on some cinder blocks. I am really skinny, so I really like using the blocks because then I can squeeze underneath the car real easy. I make sure the lip faces down on both sides and then it tilts like this. So the wheel is not gonna roll off. This is perfect, love it. And I have plenty of room underneath. If you wanna use jack stands, if you wanna use ramps, by all means, use whatever you feel most comfortable with. Now that you have the car jacked up, there's a couple bolts that you're gonna wanna take out. You're gonna have 6 of these 16mm bolts right here. Right there. And right there. We're gonna remove all 6 of those so we can drop down this pan. Set your pan off to the side. Grab a magnetic tray, just throw it with it, and then the 6 bolts that you pulled, right here, you should have 6, just throw them in the pan, off to the side. Now underneath the car, what you got here, this is your drain plug, which is a 14mm Allen, and then on the driver's side, sneaking up right here, this is your fill plug. Now it's going to be a little tight, as you see. Let me show you right here. Finger room is awful. Let me show you what you need to do this job. Here is a 14mm Allen. This is a very small little piece, as you can see. I just popped it out of here, just put it in the vise and just took a punch and got it out. We have the Allen in place. Now it's just a matter of breaking it loose. I started with the fill plug. I always start with the fill plug first. I got it broke loose. After that is broke loose, you break this one loose, put down a drain pan here on the ground, and get this one draining out. It is also a 14 here as well. Sneak right in here. Oh, goodness. Oh, broke it free. We broke her free. Doesn't look that bad. While that drains out, let me show you what oil I'm using. I'm using a 75W90 from Ansoil. I really like this stuff. Put it in basically everything I do a service on. And hopefully, so I bought the Easy Pack. Hopefully there's enough room for me to actually squeeze the end in at the angle and actually get it in there. We'll see. Let's get underneath and look. Once you're done draining, let's put this plug back in here. Let's tighten her down. There we are. Let's do a final wipe off. If you want, you can replace this plug. I actually forgot to order one. There's a little O-ring that sits on here, and so typically I like to replace them when I pull them off, but like I said, I forgot. Now, moving on to fill. Now, like I said, this is probably going to be tight for even the Ansoil Easy Pack. Just a hair under a quart to actually fill this. Now I am obviously jacked up more in the front. I did jack up the rear of the vehicle just a tad to somewhat even this out, but make sure when you do this part, do this on level ground. There's no way. Now I thought I could get away with it just using the Easy Pack, but I'm not going to be able to, so I'm going to use this little hand pump. And I'm going to pump it straight out of the Easy Pack into the diff. Hardly even room to get the pipe in there. I'm gonna snake it actually over the control arm underneath the CV axle, and hopefully I get it. There we go. Let me see if I can show you what I did. I snuck it up and over the control arm, behind the CV axle, and right on through. I like to take the little hand pump. Well, you gotta make sure that you're still engaged up there too. Like I'm not. You kidding me? funny, you buy the easy pack so it'll be easy. Well, it's tight. Basically down at the bottom of the easy pack already. That's a win. Okay, we're all good. Pull that guy out. And then what we want to do is we want to put this guy, well, we'd like to put the fill plug back where it goes. I was just curious if I could actually fit. Oh, I can, but it doesn't work well enough. Put that there like that. And tighten her up. After you've got it tight, then do a final wipe down and you're all good to go. You have done a great job so far. I mean, you got the front diff serviced. Good on you. You're already above the pack with that one. Now, we want to put this under tray back along with obviously the bolts. So let's get started on doing that. There's this hole in the tray right here. Make sure that that goes to the drain plug. And then the front, sneak underneath this black plastic tray towards the front, sneak it underneath, and then push it forward and in. Now the front here is just a tad bit tight, so we're going to push this up into place, but I'm actually going to take a pry bar and put it right underneath this black tray and lift up. We're gonna do it right off this lift pad, hopefully. Just like that, we got it. Now, it's gonna take a little bit more finagling, of course. So have your pry bar ready. Remember, 16 millimeter on these guys. Don't drop them on your face like I almost did, jeez. So once you got all your bolts snuck up, you can run them up. Now, I'm not a torque wrench guy. But that doesn't mean you don't have to run them up the way I'm doing it. If you want to use a ratchet, snug them up that way and then torque them, I'll put the torque spec up on top for you. Editor Cody here. So the bolts are actually torque to yield bolts, one-time use from BMW. So you will want to replace those if that's something you're worried about. Some people just end up snugging them up with a little bit extra tightness without doing the additional twist, which is 41 foot-pounds with an additional 9 degrees of twist. Like I said, that's kind of an up to you there. I'm not going to be replacing those 6 bolts. I'm not really worried about it. They were that long, I don't really care. So with that being said, let's get back to the video and finish this up. But if you're someone like me that's one with the impact and you're not worried about the actual pan being cinched down to an official spec, run her up. We got that all done. You got the pan down, you change out the fluid, you put the pan back. Everything is perfect now. You're good for another 50,000 miles. Go have fun in your X5 and make sure to drop a comment if this is something that helped you out. I just want to say thank you for watching the video. This is absolutely fun to do and film, and also put it up for you guys so that you guys can actually see the whole process. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.